Welcome back to another video. Today we are in the Open Great League and let's see if we can get some wins. We're going to be using the Froslass paired with the Dewgong and the Bastiodon in the back. This is kind of a neutral matchup. We're going to switch out and catch the player off onto our Dewgong and see what they have for our Dewgong. Looks like they're staying in as well. We're going to fire off the Icy Wind so that they have to switch out or throw a debuffed attack. You can see right here the play rough is going to roughly deal 50% of the remaining health. Then they finally switch on to the Diggersby. Diggersby is going to be able to get to a move, but we're going to fire off the Icy Wind to debuff them first. There's the Fire Punch. Takes us out, but then we have energy on our Froslass. We're going to fire off the Avalanche. It does take out the Diggersby. We see the Azumarill come back in, and then we're going to counter swap into the Bastiodon, and they decided to quit. What do we think was in the back right there? Potentially a bug type, maybe Charger Bug, not exactly sure. Let us know. All right, Talonflame in the front here, not the best matchup. We're going to go into our Dewgong. The Dewgong matchup, we are at an energy disadvantage. They do fire off a Flame Charge, but we're going to be able to get the Icy Wind to get them back to the default damage. The Icy Wind does get used, and it looks like they really want to keep this Talonflame. We're just going to let it go down. We take the 2 shield advantage and go into our Bastiodon. Basically, we can tank any move, so they're going to throw all this energy into this Bastiodon. Then they're going to switch out into the Shadow Machamp, but we do have 2 shields, so we're in a prime spot. Looks like the Wigglytuff is in the back, and after some farming, we are going to be able to get to another Avalanche, take out the Wiggly, and now we're just going to race to a move. Okay, unable to race to the move, but we do have a shield, so we can shield no matter what. And then, unfortunately for them, we do get to the Avalanche, and it's enough to take out the Machamp. So GG's to our opponent, able to win that game right there with the Froslass. So far the team has been pretty decent. You got an ABB team if you didn't realize it already. The Froslass kind of protecting against the fighting weakness in the back. Looks like the Charger Bug is staying in. Interesting. We're going to just switch out here, and we assume that they're not going to have the Discharge. There's the Crunch. It does get the debuff. We're going to fire off our own Icy Wind here. This Icy Wind, it does okay against this Gastrodon. We know that this Gastrodon here is fairly tanky. So we're going to have to go in with our Froslass to fire off this Avalanche, finally take it out. Anticipate the Talonflame come back in, so we're going to go into our Bastiodon immediately. Same situation, we can tank any move, and it just comes down to what they have in the back. They're staying in, which is good news for us. But they are able to fire off another Flame Charge, so okay, looks like the Charger Bug right there is the reason why they did not switch out. So GG's to our opponent right there, able to win that game. All right, next game, let's see if we can end off on a good note. The Bastiodon is kind of finding favorable matchups in the back, thankfully. So far, so good. We have the Shadow Machamp versus the Froslass matchup. This is unfortunately bait dependent. They might even be able to just cross chop their way through and just double shield. We definitely don't want to see this Machamp in the back. Okay, it looks like they go for the cross chop again, anticipating another shield. Yep, there goes the second shield, and unfortunately for us, we are going to get taken out. Stone Edge is revealed. So at least we get this low enough so that we can farm it down, because we can tank one cross chop. We do get the farm down. Let's see what's in the back. Ends up being the Dewgong. Dewgong is going to face our Bastiodon. The Bastion does tank a drill run, so looks like they're just trying to deal as much damage as possible. Stone Edge doesn't quite to take out the Dewgong, so we have to tank another move. And unfortunate for us, the Bastiodon does get farmed down by this Abomasnow. That Abomasnow unfortunately couldn't get to one more move. If it did, we would have been in a way better spot. But unfortunately, the Machamp was able to power through the lead matchup and just kind of go crazy against our backline. So GG started opponent. Tough situation with the Machamp in the lead, especially since they also had some decent cannons in the back. Dewgong here, interesting. We are going to try to chip away at it. We're just going to fire off a Shadow Ball. They tank it, does roughly 50%. They go for a drill run, which is okay. And then we're going to try to catching move here. Use our Dewgong as just another shield. Oh! They go for the Icy Wind debuff, so interesting play. They go for a drill run finally and kind of chip away. We are going to fire off this drill run. This drill run doesn't quite take out the Dewgong, but it is farm down. Okay, they don't allow us to farm down. They're going to go into their Icy Wind, or they're going to go into their Gastrodon, and we're going to fire off the Icy Wind. Then we're going to combo into the Froslass. We see the Avalanche get reached again. This is going to get the shield, or it's going to get the KO. We finally get a shield. Where do we want to use this energy on this Gastrodon? Looks like they are going to use their energy onto our Dewgong. We're going to counter swap into our Bastiodon once they reveal their own Dewgong, and we see the Drapion in the back. Shadow Drapion versus the Bastiodon. One shield. Who's going to be able to win? We're doing our best to not have our move CAP tied. This is going to get the shield for sure. And now it just comes down to how many charge moves can this Bastiodon survive. We're going to switch out immediately into the Dewgong. We're going to fire off this Icy Wind. It should take it out from this range. Yes. So that was the play. We are going to be able to win this game now. The Drapion is out of the picture, and we are able to clean up. So check out this team if you haven't already, and let us know if you enjoyed the video.